back. So we're almost there. I also want to kind of go in and make a few more changes and then we're done. I want to go and change the color of this text. And let's just start there. It's very simple right now. All I pretty much have to do is go and put the class in here and just put in a new class that I want the new color. And I'm going to use I'm going to use just the primary text color right here just to see the difference. Let's just try and log in again. Now it should actually turn to a more gray color and I'm satisfied with that. But of course you can go and pick any color you want. I also want to kind of move this into a full line, a full row, just like we had right here. So I'm going to kind of borrow some of that code and kind of do that to get that full row in there. So let's go down to the old solution with the mat form field right here in the content. We're going to grab that and go up to the input field here in the actions and change that now. We don't need this class in here anymore. I can actually also remove it from the other one. Enter message, that's going to be the label. And we're also going to put in the message form control here instead of the nickname form control. And then the button is actually going to send the send message right here. And let's just keep the icon for now. That's perfectly fine with the send message right there. Let's see if that actually helped out. Now there's still an error right here. Let's see. Oh, okay. I removed the form field by mistake. Let's just add that back in there. There we go. Now let's try and see if this is actually working. Let's jump into the nickname again and say Lars and jump in here. Now we have the gray color here and kind of taking up full space down here. Amazing. There's one more thing I want to mention before we end this. Right now I've actually changed the theme and let's just try and have a look at that. If you jump into Angular Material right here, you go into Guides and you go to Angular Material Themes, you can see the different themes that are pre-built for you. But you should also notice they are actually CSS, so they are actually built in a way so it's not easy to use the SCSS powers we have when we're building our applications. So let's try and go and actually install this theme instead of the other one we had. I'll jump into the code, I'll find the Angular JSON file down here, and in that Angular JSON file, there it is, I'll go down to the styles under architecture and build, and here I'll just change this into the new theme. Now again, I encourage you to just build your own custom theme, but right now let's just try and use the theme just to prove a point right here. I'll go back to my example right here and notice it doesn't seem like anything is changing. It actually demands me to do a restart in order to make these changes. So the server's back up and running. Let's try and see the changes. Notice right here it's changed completely. Let's try and just add a new nickname, and you'll notice that when I start typing here, it's changed to this deep purple color, but this didn't change. The note right here didn't change. That should actually be the primary color right now, so we have a problem. And that's because the way that we kind of solved the custom colors right now is actually using some static values in our code. So let's try and fix that as well. If you go into the variables SCSS right here, you'll notice that the primary color right now is gray. Now that's where I have to kind of change this manually now into a deep purple instead to get that same color. Let's try and save this. And again, I know there are easier ways to do this when you start making your own custom themes. But right now we're kind of forced into doing a bit of manual work right here to get that primary color. It's only one place I need to change it in the code, and it will change in the entire application. So that's still neat. Down here, I also want to change that one into the warning color. I don't quite know what that is, but let's just try to change that into some kind of orange down here. Let's try and see that in action. There we go, now it's orange. So again, you can go and play around with the colors, and when you find your own custom theme, it's a lot easier to work with this. But I just wanted to mention that there's so much we can still do with the chat application, but now at least we know a little bit about Bootstrap and Material, so you guys can start theming your applications and making them look more shiny. That's it. See you next time. Bye.